Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. How is everybody's Easter? You did that on the thing. We're back. We were gone. I had my best friend from high school was here, and I had Robbie's family come in, and I decided to concentrate on that on Sunday, but I'm glad to be back. How are you guys doing? Hi, Bravewood. Hello, Fallen Age and Elsa, and anybody else is here. Hi, Robbie. How are you doing? He's waving at you guys. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. Thanks for being here. I've got a pretty simple menu tonight because I'm tired. Because, you know, my best friend from high school was in town. I'm still recuperating from that. And we're going to be doing some eggplant parmesan tonight, and we're going to be doing a blueberry with a basil custard cream, and Robbie's going to make us an Americano in a little bit. So that's what we got going today on here. How was everybody's weekend? Did you have a good one? I know it's almost the start of Elser's weekend. I know you're almost there. But how was everybody else's weekend? Mine was busy, but fun busy. How was your weekend, Robbie?
Busy.
Okay. Anything else?
And busier.
Yeah, busier. And I got a busy weekend coming up as well. And yeah, that's what we got going on here. And I have to work tomorrow. I don't usually work on Fridays, but since I took time off this week, I get to work tomorrow. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'm having one of those days. It's gonna take a while. Wake up, Dana. Wake up, Dana. So we're trying to do, like the last couple of nights, I've tried to do some veggie dishes for us to eat dinner with, so that I can, you know, kind of detox from eating all the sugar and the gluten and the wine with my friend. So Robbie gets to go along on that journey with me as I do that, which is why we're doing meatless tonight. But just a reminder that on Sunday, Kelsey's going to be cooking with us, and that is going to be cheeseburger tacos. And then I think we're going to do some like mini individual cheesecakes. And I hope you guys aren't talking to me because I don't know what Robbie's doing. I can't see. That's fine. We got the music. We got the music. He was doing something different with the music today. So now he's going to eat some guacamole and chips, which is good. He's got a snack in front of him. I'm good. Oh, that's for you. I thought you were handing it to me, but.
Or the chat.
He's handing it to you. I guess he likes you more. I will tell you that on Easter, I'll tell you what I made on Easter. I made a rib roast, which turned out really awesome. And I did these melt in your mouth potatoes. The pictures are on Discord if you want to take a look at that. But they were like, I cut them into circles. So I used like a little cutter thing to cut these perfect circles and like 1/2 inch little things of potatoes and put them in the oven with just butter that had herbs and spices and salt and pepper in it, and then flipped them after 15 minutes and flipped them back, put a little bit of chicken stock in there to finish cooking any part that might not be cooked. Oh my gosh, were those potatoes not delicious?
They were so good.
They were so good. And then we did broccolini with some Parmesan and lemon, and oh yeah, lemon blueberry trifles. That was what we did. And but the best part was probably the Bloody Mary deviled eggs that we made. Those were so delicious. Those were delicious. So that's what we made. Did you guys make anything fun for Easter? Anything that you thought was delicious for Easter? Did you post them in the Discord so I can look at them and kind of drool? Because I'd love to do that. I'd also like to get started on this basil custard because it's got to cool down before we can use it a little bit later. So this recipe comes from, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Lost Kitchen, but it is it's a restaurant up in Maine, And you have to, I don't know if she's still doing this, but when she first started, the only way to get a reservation was to send a postcard. You couldn't call, you couldn't go on the internet. You had to send a postcard to make your reservations at this restaurant. And she cooks with super simple ingredients, and she forages a lot of her ingredients from the main landscape. So I thought, you know what, that sounds really good. It sounds kind of decadent to have this basil custard cream, but then you're using blueberries. So we've got to make that custard first and get that in the refrigerator. So that's what we're going to do first here today. And for this, we're going to start with some milk and some heavy cream. I need whole milk though, that's buttermilk, we don't want that. I hope I have enough of that. I need to start with 1 cup of the milk and 1 cup of the cream. And I know most of you guys have been in here when I've made custard before. Whoops. And so it starts with a dairy base, and then after the dairy base, you're adding the eggs, but you're not adding them directly in there. You need to temper them. I almost used all my milk. Now it's got to go back in the fridge. Put it in my coffee tomorrow. And then a cup of the whipping cream. And what we're going to do later, after this cools down, we'll actually whip the rest of this and we'll fold it into the custard to make it even more decadent. And we need a 1/4 cup sugar. I didn't get the sugar out. And basically we're heating this up until it just dissolves the sugar and it's warm. We don't need to boil it or anything like that. And put the sugar over here. I'll just wander around the kitchen like I normally do. We need 4 egg yolks. And since I'm trying to be better about food, I'm actually gonna save the egg whites. I can make myself something with that tomorrow. I think I need 3 bowls here. Oh, actually, I can use this. This is what I'm gonna do. Oops. I love now that there's such a variety of eggs out there so that you can get these eggs that look like this, that look that dark in color. That's a good egg right there. Oops, this one's not quite as dark. And I broke the yolk. So that is a different brand because my regular brand, they didn't have anymore at the grocery store. So now I know I like my regular brand better already. Because these are too light for me. Here we go. There's my regular brand. Isn't that funny that you can tell, like, you would think an egg is an egg, but get that white out of there, but it's not. I love making custard sauces and stuff. And stuff, Robbie. And stuff, Robbie. You're not paying attention to me. I'm feeling, no. Yes, words can be hard. I got to get better at that cracking on the countertop. Anybody else good at that? Like one-handed on the countertop and you can put it in the thing? Because I am not good at that. I can do the one-handed thing on the bowl, but they say you're not supposed to do that. And, oh, there it is. I'm gonna want this whisk when I'm ready. The other thing we're gonna need to do is, because once this custard is made, we're gonna want the basil. And my basil's not quite ready to harvest yet out of my garden. So I bought some. Look at how big those basil leaves are. Look how giant that is. It's huge. And I think we'll probably cut those up a little bit so that we release those oils, because that's where a lot of the flavor from your herbs and spices come from, or from the oils. But I don't know about you, this sounds yummy to me. You love custard. Excellent. I love that you lurk. You could be saying, I'm driving. I can't lurk. I know it can be hard because I know Robbie does it a lot of the times. So sometimes you miss stuff.
Miss a lot. Or I do anyway.
Do you? That is probably good. That's probably, once I slice that up, that'll be about a cup of basil. Now I need to make some more pesto. Ooh, by the way, if you were here when we did the carrot tacos, and I had said, what should I do with these carrot leaves? And thistle and oak, I think Paul was in here, and he said, you should make a pesto, which is what I did. And Robbie thought it was awesome. So, hello, Pops. How are you? You're here early for once. Excellent. Well, you're here for us to make our basil custard that's going to be part of our dessert. And then we're going to get into making our eggplant parmesan. Look, it's another vegetarian dish just for you. I'm going to check this. This should completely be, my sugar has dissolved. So now we want to temper this. And this is always the interesting part when you're one person.
Are you sometimes more than one person?
Well, sometimes you can have help. Doing this is tempering the eggs. I need to turn that down though.
Is this the veggie
All right.
menu?
It's a veggie menu, yes. It is eggplant parmesan. And then we're also going to be doing, this is what I'm working on now, is a basil custard sauce that we'll serve with blueberries for dessert. So, see, I really need this the other direction. Can I redo my kitchen so my stove is on the right part of?
Can you? Yes. Will you? No.
And you do this so that you can keep the eggs from turning into scrambled eggs. Because I love a good scrambled egg, but not in my custard or my ice cream. One day we'll make Robbie do this part. No? No? It's true. Well, it's one of those things that once you start streaming, you're like, oh, if I'd done my kitchen renovation after I started streaming, there's a few things I would have done very, very different. You know? Huge asterisk. Well, I like it. We just did the laundry room, and you know, the contractor's always like, oh, change orders. Okay, you have to pay for that up front. So you pay for that first when you make those changes. All right. I think that is pretty good. We're going to go back the other direction, which makes it hard for you to see when I go this direction. But here we go. How's it going, Pops? Did you cook anything special over the weekend? We were talking about what we had been cooking. Put that in there. Turn this back on. Too low. While I chop up some basil to put in our basil cream. Get in there. I really need to roll you the other way. Let's see, I may have too much. I don't. I can make it happen. Chickpea poached egg. I think you may have told us about that on Thursday, because it's sounding familiar. I think you sent a picture of that, which is just awesome. It's all that nice protein and fiber. And who doesn't like a good poached egg? Did you know, Pops, I once practiced in the early days of my streaming. And I practiced, it had been a long time since I poached an egg. And so I practiced all morning. I made like 8 poached eggs, and they all came out perfectly, which I was like, that's amazing. I haven't poached an egg in like 5 years, and I got all of these right. I get on the stream, nope. Couldn't poach an egg to save my life. Yeah, that would probably be challenging. Did you cook them on the stove or did they go into the oven? Because when I've made eggs like that, like on top of greens or on top of tomato sauce or anything, I've always started everything on the stove in a cast iron, and then I stick it into the oven. I don't like the way the eggs look though, because then you get that film over the top of them. You don't get that nice sunny side egg, but you can do it that way. All right, so all we are waiting for here is we're gonna cook this until it has that nice consistency again, and we just wanna try and prevent it from curdling as much as possible. But as I've said before, don't worry, if you do get some, like you don't want scrambled eggs, but if you get a little curdling, it's okay. I need this back. Because you just use a sieve and pour it through that. That'll also take our basil out of there when we need to get our basil out. There we go. And I'll try that while I'm waiting for this to cook. I think I was supposed to put this basil in and let it steep in just the milk. So we're gonna go ahead and pour it in there for now, so we get some of that basil. But if you're doing it, do the milk first, let it steep in the milk for a little bit, and then do the eggs. But we're still gonna get some nice basil flavor, I think. I hope, Robbie.
Sure to be fine.
It will. And cooked and covered for a few minutes. Okay. Was it in the oven or was it on the stove? So on the stove it went into the little wells. I think those things are hard, because what if one part of your pot is a little hotter than the other? I think it'd still be good though. I'd buy a lot of eggs. A lot of eggs. I have a lot of eggs. I need to make a bunch of deviled eggs, maybe some egg salad, because I've got a lot of eggs right now. Cast iron on the stove. Is it playing happy birthday? Is anybody's birthday? Because the music is apparently playing happy birthday. Happy birthday. But I thought that was now.
It's like a whatever.
Who wants to see the puppies? Rocky was at Camp Bow Wow for, it's called Camp Bow Wow, isn't that cute? For a couple of nights, so he's kind of tired. Which is always a good thing, by the way.
Usually means a very quiet puppy.
Mm-hmm. My yard guys were even here. He wasn't even barking at the yard guys.
And they showed up before you went on the air.
Well, as we all know, last Thursday when I did this, the yard guys showed up right at 5. And then chaos ensued with the dogs, with one dog in particular. And oh, look, Elsa redeemed puppy cam. And
Where's the treats?
they're right here. And I called the yard guy today, and I didn't call him. I texted him and I said, hey, just a reminder, your guys need to be done by 5. So I guess he sent them over in time. Oh, hydrate. Uh-oh. Can I hydrate with kombucha, ginger lemonade?
Streamer's choice, I think.
Thank you for reminding me. I hadn't had any of it for a few days, and I can tell. I can tell. Look, we're getting nice and custardy here. I want to see if it tastes. I have lots of basil on my thing here. All right, steep your basil in your milk. It's got a little basil-y flavor, but not much. And I don't want to leave it in there because then we'll have big chunks of basil in our custard. That would not be yummy. That would not be a yummy thing. So did any of you guys, I know that, well, Pops, I know you're out in Seattle. Did you go to the convention that was out there this weekend? Or was that this weekend? Or was that the weekend before? No, that was this weekend. That was this weekend. I know that Kelsey said they had a smaller booth, and then all of a sudden they gave them a larger booth. All right. So I'm going to get that basil out of there. To how many people does a savory kind of flavor in your dessert? Do you like that? I do. If you guys don't follow Chef Steve, I think it's next week. He is doing a whole week of savory desserts. Did you know he's going to be doing a brisket cheesecake? Robbie's not even listening to me. Steve is going to be doing a brisket cheesecake.
That sounds different.
Mm-hmm. Savory tiramisu. All right, this is going in here. This is very hot. We're gonna let this cool down a little bit and then we'll stick it in the refrigerator. But we don't wanna do that right this second. So guess what? We're gonna start on making our sauce for our eggplant parmesan. So you're going to California next week. Is it for fun? I hope it's for fun. What I liked is my friend who was in town, she came here like on work, but they were basically like, yeah, and have fun. So I would love to work for her company. If you like puppies, they transport puppies all across the United States. Oh, so California is home for you? Well, that's good. I'm glad you're getting home. All right, we're gonna be making a pomodoro sauce for our eggplant parmesan. And we're gonna start it off with a lot of olive oil. And I'm gonna slice up some onions, or I'm gonna dice them actually. And we'll get this over here to take a look at this. That's about 4, we want about 9 tablespoons. That's 4, that's about 7. That's about 9. See, I like my little thing because it's got The bulb has a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and 3 teaspoons on it, which makes it a little bit easier for when I want to pretend that I'm actually measuring things. Because you didn't actually think I was measuring that, did you?
I knew better.
I would normally use something more like a yellow onion for this. This is actually a Vidalia onion. It's what I have. So take it as you will. And we'll dice this baby up. And get that in there and get that started going. And then we also want to put some garlic in there, but I always start with your onions first. I know a lot of recipes have you do the garlic first. I sometimes do the garlic first, but I find I have a tendency to burn the garlic when I do it first. What about you guys? This is oh, we don't need that. This is a very slippery onion. Stick my fingers in there. I can't do it because I got to do this way. Am I in the wrong place? You can't see what I'm doing. Wow, look at that. Look at how dark those veins are on the screen. Makes it look like my hand is blue.
Hydrate.
Ah! Do you want me to be here till 9 cooking?
Pop's like, oh, a countdown, huh? Challenge accepted.
What's the cool down on that? I just want to be ready for the next one.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll be very well hydrated. I need to be well hydrated.
I mean, the cool down can be whatever you want it to be.
No, I know. I just wondered what it was set at right now. Let's get some more onion off of that. Okay. Ugh. Allergies. You only have one left? You only get so many? Or you only have so many points? Did Robbie ever put, has anybody told me, did Robbie ever put the meal redemption on there? He still hasn't put that on there. I may have to add that. I don't know why he's, and if I do it, then there's going to be a meal redemption for Robbie too. He's super rolling his eyes at me. He's super excited about it. He so wants to cook for you guys.
So, Pop, she wants me to put meal redemption for points, but she didn't really say anything other than that. So
That is
that's
not
why it
true.
hasn't
We
happened.
have had a couple of conversations about this. We talked about how many points.
I don't recall a number.
Oh, we totally did. We disagreed on the number of points. You said that's too low.
And so what does meal redemption mean?
What does meal redemption mean? It means you can turn your points in. You can tell me what to cook within reason. Like if you're going to give me something that's going to cost me $200 in caviar, probably not going to fix that. But as long as it's within reason, it can be a recipe that you share with me. Ah, thank you, Rachel. It wasn't Aladdin's girl. That is surprising. You could have been saving. See, he didn't put it down there, so you didn't know. You can blame Robbie. Blame Robbie. Right, Rachel would probably say blame Robbie too. All right, this is 2 garlic cloves. I'm gonna put 3 because I'm a rebel.
Maybe.
So, but that's what I think I want the meal redemption to be. I know some people have like a wheel they spin with different kinds of food on it. And I just think it's easier that like if you guys give me a recipe you'd like to see me cook, and then I'll cook it on the next stream. Or if you can't be there at that stream, then we'll do it the one afterwards. So, there you go. We'll make sure that's up before Sunday. And Kelsey, by the way, Pops Kelsey will be here. She's not going to be here, but she'll be here. I hope that makes sense. She will be here on Twitch with us. She will not be here in Texas with us.
You haven't got your hologram working?
My hologram? Nope, not yet. Working on it. Huh?
She's right there.
There she is. Going, Mom, you weren't supposed to say that. Nobody knows that yet. I'm still waiting for that announcement. Still don't think it's announced. The thing I'm not supposed to talk about.
Oh.
All right, lots of olive oil. And it's one of the reasons, so even though this dish has a lot of olive oil in it, it's really a pretty healthy dish because olive oil is actually really good for your liver. Has lots of good properties for you. Has lots of good minerals and stuff in it that help with the creation of serotonin in your gut. So it's good for mood and immunity. So hello, Master of Splits. Hong Kong style cafe dishes. Club sandwiches, macaroni and ham, spam soup. I don't like spam. It's so salty. Robbie brought it to me in a mystery bag. Huh? I could do ham. And yun yun. That is a possibility. Robbie is writing that down. You save your points. When Robbie gets the redemption up there, you can make me cook one of them. All right, we've got that in there. What do I need next? Well, of course I need salt and pepper. Let's put some salt and pepper in there. The thing about garlic is it's very sticky. It's very, very sticky. They eat them for breakfast. Hi, Rachel, how are you? Low sodium in its light version. Still tastes salty to me, even the light version does. Spam musabi kind of counteracts the salt. Does it? Hey, hello, Sandra, how are you doing? I'm always willing to try something once. If you think it's going to gross me out, don't tell me what it is. Just have me eat it. Robbie will be like, tell me what I'm eating. That's why I don't tell him.
And this is why there's trust issues.
I am doing well. Sandra, how are you doing? A Spam Jam festival. Okay, I would go to a Spam Jam festival. And then I guess I would be able to try a bunch of different things with Spam in it. Okay, so I've just added a 28-ounce can. You can do two 15-ounce cans, obviously. And I've got the San Marzano style. So these are San Marzano tomatoes. And all those are, if you don't know, is a version of, it's one variety of Roma tomatoes. But you find them in, mostly in Spain, in Italy. Words are hard. You're tired. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to be fast. Oh, it's got the amatriciana sauce on here. That was fun when we made all the mother sauces of Rome. I enjoyed that. So we're gonna let that simmer for a little bit. Hello, Lewin. Oh, it's so relaxing to watch me cook. That is so funny that you say it because I usually feel I'm pretty chaotic in the kitchen. We almost called this Chaos Kitchen. I said, eh.
Hey, King of APOC.
King of APOC, hello. How are you? How are you? And how are you doing, Miss Kelsey? Are you ready to make cheeseburger tacos on Sunday? Do you have any, I have a question for you. Do you have any, Kelsey, do you have any small dishes like little bowls or anything for when we make the little individual cheesecakes? If not, I will send you some. You're trying to work? You do have little ramekins? Okay. I'm not using ramekins, Pops. I like to use, when I'm making these, I actually like to use like little bitty, like small mason jars, like this. Because number one, I can put the extras in the refrigerator and put the top on them. And then if I want to take one for lunch or something, it's already nicely in a thing. And then I also like it because then you can see all the ingredients. So I can be fancy. So, well, I don't think I've sent you the recipe. Oh, Rachel. Your R fell off of my sign. I'll have to glue that back on. Can I get it to stay right now? I can. Okay. So, little bowls they're your favorite thing. I did not know that little bowls were your favorite thing. I now, if I just take the time to take the stuff out of my kitchen and out of my laundry room and out of my dining room and sit down, I think I have enough storage now. Robbie just raised his eyebrows. He does not agree with this statement. Sushi bake. I want to say Max did that. So I can't wait. I can't wait to go back to Hawaii sometime. I think it's beautiful there. Kelsey.
How long has it been since you've been there? Too long.
12 years? 13 years? Somewhere in there. You'll put a recipe in Discord. Excellent. So Montana Max, I think, did a sushi bake, and he did it in the smoker. So he had a smoked sushi bake. Yes, words are hard. This is true. You're slow on trend. You got your own trends. You're your own place.
I don't think I've been in more than 2 decades. It's been a long time.
So I think the last time I went was with you, Kelsey. So if you were 10 or 11, then it's been a lot longer. It's been 17 years since I've been. You love the luau. I love the luau, except for poi. I'm not a big fan of poi. I'll eat it if I have to, but it's not really my thing. So, super easy sauce, right? It's onions, it's garlic, it's salt, it's pepper. It's a can of the San Marzano tomatoes, or if you can't find those, just get some nice Roma tomato crushed. Get them crushed. And that's about it for that. And lots of olive oil. If you want to zhuzh it up and put things like basil or other Italian seasonings in there, feel free to do that. But this is a pretty typical pomodoro sauce. Super, super simple. And it's great when you're making like chicken parmesan or when you're making like other meats that already have flavor in them and you want just a sauce for it. So poi is like a pasty puree made from taro root. Did somebody else say it? You like imitation crab other meat. Ooh, furikake I love. Kewpie mayo I love. Yeah, that sounds good. Sushi bake. Yep, it is kind of bland. I think that's why I was like, why am I eating this? Like, I'm not really sure. Maybe somebody can show me a way I'm supposed to eat it. Because when I went to a luau, they're just like, here's the food. But I'm sure that there's a way you're supposed to eat the food, but I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. So the other thing we're going to be doing with this sauce is we want it to be really silky smooth, because that's the other thing about a pomodoro sauce. It's not chunky. So even though we're using crushed tomatoes, I don't know if you noticed, I only sliced the, what did I slice? The garlic. So, you just scared Kelsey, you just scared Robbie. That was hilarious. You've been subscribed for 11 months, Kelsey. That's crazy. Thank you for the subscription. I will get your name up. Actually, I wonder if your name is already up there because I knew you'd do it. You are. See, you're already up there. So if you do subscribe, I'm going to take a letter out of my letterbox. I'm going to paint it and stick it on my board up there. And let's see, Kelsey. Oh, I need to put how many months? 11 months. I'll put it on pencil. I'll get it with a paint later. So that's what I'm doing for the next couple of months. Did you guys know, speaking of Kelsey having 11 months under her belt here, and Robbie having 11 months under his belt, right? Subscription, yeah. Is that next month is our 1-year anniversary. And we are also super close to 1,000 followers too, which I'm super excited about. And that goes to a lot of Kelsey randomly telling people at the convention last weekend that Robbie and I are just sitting here in the house, and all of a sudden we started hearing whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So what day do I remember? It was like May 13th, 15th, 16th. I'm sure we can figure that one out. Hey, Eris, hello. How are you doing, Eris? Haven't seen you in here for a while. Missed ya. All right, so I've got this sauce. Who thinks we should put a little, just throw some basil in here too? So we'll be in Sonoma during that time. I know it'll have to be the Thursday we get back, or the Thursday before I go. Yeah. Awesome, I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I'm excited, Pops, because Kelsey and I and my cousin are going to Sonoma just to go hang out. Woo. I feel like I need a custom kitchen where I don't feel so short. Very, very important. I'm going to throw a couple of basil leaves in here. Just to have a little fresh flavor with the sauce. I'll probably tear some on top of the parm too. Okay, if you're doing hot stuff, I don't know if you guys have ever done hot stuff in a blender, make sure you put a towel on the top, because sometimes if you're not paying attention, you may get hot stuff spattered on you. And we don't want that, because I've done it and it hurts. All right, let's taste this baby, see if it needs any more salt or pepper or anything else. Maybe a little more salt. Robbie's like, that's a little. I can just read his face. And now we stir it this way. Alrighty, let's set that aside for a couple of minutes. I need to turn the oven on. And we'll be using that in a little bit. The next thing we need to do is chop up our eggplant. And this one, I don't think this recipe has me. Some recipes have you. Yes, this one does actually have you do it. We need to peel it. Because eggplant skin can get a little chewy when it cooks. But I have done a couple of recipes where it didn't have. I did a, have you guys ever had a bialdi? Do you know what that is?
A BLT?
No, bialdi. You know what it is because you had it last night. Do you remember what you had for dinner last night?
I remember there were veggies and pesto sauce with noodles.
And the pesto sauce was made from our carrot tops. And then I threw a little bit of basil in there. And then we had the bialdi is like all the summer squash and eggplant and onions. And you throw it in the oven and cook it. It's kind of like a ratatouille, but not quite. So good. I should have that for lunch. It's in the other refrigerator, though.
Show the pictures?
Yeah, we can show. Oh, there we go. Robbie's going to show you pictures of what we had for dinner last night. So that top one is the bialdi, and then that bottom one is our pesto that I made with the leftover carrot tops and basil. I threw a few cherry tomatoes in there. It was a gluten-free pasta. I thought it was pretty good. You ate all of yours, so I guess you thought it was good too.
It was really tasty.
Yeah. I'm really happy that every sarcastic quip I think of is said by Robbie first. You have the same mind. You're of one mind.
I think we'd get along. Is it trying to run away?
Well, this one's a little different than a lot of the Y ones because it's got like this little serrated thing, yeah. And so it doesn't go as fast as the other peeler for me yet. Hopefully I'll get a little bit better at it. See, if you're cooking eggplant, especially for eggplant parmesan, I think it's much better if you do it this way. And then when it is being cooked, it gets really soft and creamy, and then you don't have that kind of tough, rubbery edge to it. But most importantly is try to keep them even when you're cutting them. And I say that, and I'm sure mine will not be, but I'm gonna do my best and take my time here. And that's just so that they cook evenly. And what I love about this, I love chicken parmesan. I really do. But if I'm trying to just cut calories and get more veggies in my diet, what I love about this is I don't miss the meat. This is one of those things I don't miss the meat on. There are other recipes that I definitely gotta have the meat. But I swear I'm not Arby's. Hey, have you ever tried making ratatouille? Yes, I've made ratatouille many times, especially when I had a garden. I used to have, in my last house, I had a huge garden, ask Kelsey. And it had, when I would start harvesting things like the zucchini and the squash and the tomatoes, I mean, ratatouille is just, that's a given. You gotta make it with the fresh veggies, right? You got all those fresh veggies and herbs. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, that is not even. But do your best. Just do your best. Ooh, did you see, Robbie, that on YouTube, Alton dropped a new video on how to make a margarita, which is probably from his cookbook.
I missed that somehow.
All right, time to, oh, I need to get a dish out here too. And I need to stop saying, all right. I really wish the like these things would just, like this one says 13 by 9 on the bottom. They should all tell you how big they are. And they don't. So how are we going to do this? We're going to have flour. You never tried ratatouille? It's super simple. It's really simple. It's really good. It's very filling. And you can make it fancy. You can make it look kind of like that bialdi. And the biggest difference from like a ratatouille to say the bialdi really has an olive oil base to it. What are you eating? What was that? Oh, all right. Thank you. Sarcastic man. The ratatouille has a tomato base to it. If I remember correctly, it's been a little while since I've made it. The other thing I've made that's really good too is if you take all different kinds of potatoes, take some yellow potatoes and take some purple ones and take some sweet potatoes and slice them really thin, and then you line them up standing up on their edge, and then kind of pour butter and cream over the top of them and stick them in the oven, and then you've got a really pretty presentation. So it makes you feel good. You like being healthy. Oh, like you're being healthy. I need my eggs, the other 2 eggs. See, if I were creating my kitchen for streaming, my silverware that I use would be right here. These are my good eggs. Robbie is starting to do dishes, so I hope you don't want a camera change. All right, I put panko, all right. He needs to change the counter again. So in this bowl, what I've got, I would use all Italian breadcrumbs. These are gluten-free ones, but I only had a little bit left, so I put those in there. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in with my flour here. And if you want to, and I do this sometimes, is I will take my eggplant. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now. Take your eggplant and salt it first, and you can pull a little of the moisture out of it because eggplant has a lot of moisture in it. So we'll do that. The potato dish is awesome. And then I don't have to salt the flour because I've got a lot of salt on my eggplant. Also salt your, not your zucchini, your cucumbers, if you're using those in a salad. So your salad doesn't get, you ever made a salad with like cucumbers and it gets a little watery? So if you salt your cucumbers first and let some of that water leave the cucumbers, you won't get the watery salad from it. You saw a recipe for a weird yogurt IP thing made in a broiled eggplant. Oh, dip. I'm assuming that's a yogurt dip made in a broiled eggplant. I wonder, was it kind of like a, maybe like a baba ganoush? Like they were going for like a baba ganoush kind of thing? Because that's a good dip made from eggplant, right? I'm hydrating Pops, just for you. But I can already see there's some moisture coming up in these. I'm gonna give this to Robbie. And I don't think I need that anymore. But I do need olive oil. And we'll get the big thing of olive oil out. You've never had baba ganoush? I bet you would like it. So it's kind of I mean, if you like chickpeas and hummus and things like that, it's just another Middle Eastern type dip that they use with vegetables or bread. Oh, I need to put this in the refrigerator. I still have leftovers. I still have chicken left. I need to do something with that. Here's our eggs from Easter. I have a lot of them. Well, we will just have to make baba ganoush on the stream, Pops. We'll have to do that at some point. I'm gonna put a little more salt on these. Shh, don't tell Robbie. He doesn't understand that salt is the essential ingredient in most cooking. I think I want more olive oil in there than that. Did you want me to do that? Just stop it that you don't understand? So I'm chatting, so this is taking a little longer than it normally does for me. Excuse me, as I pull my pants out. He doesn't understand salt. Spam is too salty for me. Spam is way salty for Robbie. I'm the one who's but you can, I mean, I think, I can't remember, it may have been Fallen Age or maybe it was somebody else who said, hey, soak it in some water first. That'll help take some of the, warm water, that'll help take some of the salt out of it. It did seem to help a little bit. Okay, so we are going from the flour to the egg to our breadcrumbs. Very, very simple. It's too oily for you? I mean, I just can't get past the amount of salt in it. But people love it. There's something for everybody. But yet, I will admit to, as a kid, opening up cans of Vienna sausages and eating those, which I don't do anymore. I don't know how I did that. I also ate butter dipped in sugar. Shh. You're not supposed to know that. Yes, I used to take a spoon and get except we'll say butter, it was really margarine, so it was even worse. And then I dip it in the sugar. That's what I would eat. Maybe the spicy counter. Yes, maybe. Haha. What did you eat, Kelsey, that I didn't know you were eating? You gonna admit it to me? Anybody else? What's the thing you ate in your childhood that you now look back and you're like, how did I do that? The other thing I used to do too, everybody eats spoonfuls of peanut butter unless they don't like peanut butter. So yes, you probably actually learned that from me. That's another sad fact. So, Funeral Man, he's on the case again. All right, should we get these started? Not quite high enough, almost. So one thing you can do too, if you're not streaming and you're like making something like this, a lot of people, you want to get it in the oven, you can always just stack them like this, or I get a wire rack out. I do that with chicken. I think I do that even on the stream. I think I've done that on the stream with the chicken too. Right, put it on the wire rack and then fry it. Put it back on a different frying rack. You were not getting enough protein when you were a vegetarian. You weren't a vegetarian for very long.
Was that supposed to make a noise when I got in there?
Robbie. Slices of cheddar cheese dipped in ketchup. I mean, that's maybe a little bit better than butter dipped in sugar. And then I was watching a sitcom, and the main character took a whole stick of butter and put it in sugar and was just eating it. And I'm like, oh, I feel better. So I do have a pretty good memory sometimes. Pre-cooked grilled cheese. How do you pre-cook grilled cheese? Isn't it just a grilled cheese then? It's either cold grilled cheese. I used to do too. My mom had me on what they called the Air Force diet at the time. We now would call that close to the Atkins diet. It was a lot of protein. And so I couldn't have carbs. That's the thing I couldn't have. So I used to come home and slice up hot dogs and throw them in a pan and heat them up and throw cheese on top of it. And that would be my snack after school. Are you learning things about me you wish you didn't know, Robbie? Tiny quesadillas. Oh, pre-cooked grilled cheese without bread. Oh, so it was just cheese that was grilled. Was it like halloumi or something like that? What kind of cheese was it? Just shredded cheese on a tortilla. Yes, normal. Definitely that's what your dad did. So your dad also used to wake up in the middle of the night and make a sandwich with one piece of bologna, one piece of cheese between two pieces of white bread.
I think you had one stream a few months ago where you did that.
Where I did that?
Just kidding.
I'm pretty sure. I know this is Pops. This is my kids think things that are normal are weird sometimes. Hey, Doris! Hello! Hey, guys, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm trying to see if my oil is the right temperature to make my eggplant here. But I don't think it is quite where I want. But hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hello, Beak Healer. It's a Dirty Darth raid. Yes. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the gift subs out to the community. Oh my gosh, Bravewood got one. Flashbang. Memers. Chillax. Chillax is from Chile. And Mucky Lair. So thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are great. I did not get to see the finished bulgogi tacos. Were they amazing? I'm gonna say they probably were, because that's what Darth was making tonight, was making some bulgogi tacos. And it looked awesome. Hello, Beaked Healer. We're so glad that you're here. Hi, Vicariously. Good to see you. Welcome in, Raiders. I think most of you probably know me, but just on the off chance you don't, my name is Dana. I am a home chef. I do not have any kind of chefy degree of any kind. I just like to cook. And so I guess I'm a home cook. And tonight we are making eggplant parmesan, and we're doing a blueberry with a basil custard cream for dessert. And as I get these in the oven, Robbie's gonna make us Americanos to drink. So I'm trying not to burn anything while you guys are there. So I know Darth says, you can call me Darth or Kyle, but you can call me Dana, or if you have a new nickname for me, that's fine too. So that first one looks pretty good. So we're gonna set that in our sauce down here. And I'm gonna watch it and see if it's a little greasy, if I need to put it onto something else. So they were fan-frickin-tastic. Of course they were. He's such a good cook. You can call me Mom, Kelsey. That is absolutely, anybody else can call me Mom too. So I have when I was working in the clinic up on campus, a lot of the interns called me Clinic Mom. Hello, Clinic Mom. Because I guess I was the oldest one there, so. An actual cooking mama, yes. Oh, Love Bug. You have a cuter nickname for me than Robbie does. Because he doesn't have one for me. What's your nickname for me, Robbie? He's rolling his eyes. Do you have a nickname for me?
Sweetiekins.
Sweetiekins. Okay, I expect you to use that now.
Okay, Sweetiekins.
Okay, so here's what I've done so far. So far, we started making our custard for our blueberries, our custard cream. That's in the refrigerator cooling down. Hopefully I don't knock anything down that's at my knees. I've made a pomodoro sauce, which is in right here. It was a very simple sauce. So it is onions, lots of olive oil, San Marzano tomatoes, garlic, salt and pepper, and a tiny little bit of basil in there. So that's it. And then we're now cooking up our eggplant. I got a little bit of that sauce in there. We'll top it off with some sauce and then some mozzarella cheese and stick it in the oven. So that's where we are. That sounded so natural, Kelsey says.
I sense zero sarcasm in that text.
You don't have a nickname for your wife. Oh my gosh. Kelsey's dad has a nickname for everybody, even when they don't like the nickname. You still get it. You still get that
was
nickname.
An option to give you a nickname you don't like?
Sure. I mean, you don't have to stay here tonight. Oh, he's gonna make osso buco. Oh, that's awesome. So that'll be, when is he making that, do you know? If you guys, by the way, did we do a shout out for Darth?
Yes.
I missed, there was so much stuff going on.
Yes, but you can still tell people to follow him.
Yes, go follow Darth, he's amazing. Sarah is amazing. And now apparently he's gonna be cooking some ossobuco. So that is cool. You're not sure yet, I'll just have to keep bugging him to find out. But he generally, in general, he streams in the afternoon, Mondays through Fridays, and on Saturdays. I don't think he is, and in the morning on Saturdays, but I don't think he's streaming tomorrow. He's taken a day off, and it's a well-deserved day off.
Yep, he was asking people what they were doing this weekend because he's not on tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick these just on here to soak up any extra oil so we don't get oily food. We don't want oily food, right?
No. And that would also be a terrible nickname.
Oily food? Oily food would be a little bad. Aww. See, Love Bug is cute. Thanks, you're making ossobuco. Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna add a little more oil in here for the last batch, so we'll let that heat back up while I make some more eggplant. As we have our probably last healthy meal for a few meals. So I've got, tomorrow we're gonna use the leftover rib roast from Sunday, and I'm gonna make some steak sandwiches. So you'll send Thunder over. Ooh, oh yeah, and don't make sure. Gosh, I'm so sorry that I forgot that Big Tealer. Big Tealer also is another wonderful streamer. You get food, you get crafts, sometimes you get games. I'm one of those all-around streamers who's multi-talented. So, and I think she said something like, if she gets 100,000 followers or something, she'll show her face.
I thought it was 100 subs.
100 subs. No, it was more than that.
Oh. My bad.
But
Okay,
50 subs for face cam. Okay. That is cool.
Tempting. Very tempting.
Very tempting to come over and give some gift subs out to the community. And now this feels like this is a little too hot. Oops, over here. So all I'm doing with the eggplant is I have got some gluten-free flour over here. You can certainly use gluten-full flour if you want, some all-purpose flour. But as if you know me, you know I try to take gluten out where I can just because I pay for it. Robbie does not. And then my breadcrumbs are also gluten-free. And then we've got egg. And I salted my eggplant beforehand. Okay, we're gonna put this in here even though, look how hot that got. So, if Darth could take, I heard about it, I haven't seen it. I'm assuming it's in the Discord.
I was there, and I told Darth that he's gonna have to pay for my therapy.
I mean, you're dating a therapist. I'll help you find somebody.
I was gonna say, you told me multiple times. No.
Although Robbie sometimes is like, it's terrible dating a therapist. When I'm like, that's not the answer to my question, that's deflecting. He's like, it is deflecting. I have club hand. That's how they do it on all the shows. They use the pressure cooker.
This modern invention invented over 100 years ago. Hey, Rose.
Hey, Rose, you made it. Welcome in. Okay, so this is what we were talking about when you guys came in for the raid. So let's continue this discussion. What's the one thing you ate as a child that you cringed to think about eating? I admitted that I would dip butter into margarine and then to sugar, and that I would chop up hot dogs and put them in a pan and heat them up with cheese. What else did I admit to?
That's not enough.
Oh, Vienna sausages. That was the other one. Pig brains and eggs. You used to eat that as a child? You said, let me have some pig brains. That sounds delicious. I think my kids would have run screaming from me. I mean, my mom used to eat brain sandwiches when she was a kid, but she still loved them when she was older. She just couldn't get them like she could when she was younger, and they were more available for some reason. Cow tongue. It still causes PTSD. Did you ever answer the question? My daughter said, I stuck the spoon in the peanut butter jar, and it's like, girlfriend, you learned that from me. Frost-bitten venison that your mom made is because we were, aww. You can't think of anything, Darth. Where's your mother? Let's ask somebody who was around you when you were a kid. Butter sandwiches, cheap margarine and lettuce between bread. My dad used to eat, when he would make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, he would always butter both sides of the bread, which was odd. I'm sure it was delicious, but odd. Scrapple. But it's like, when you think about it now, do you cringe? Or are you like, that's just what we ate? See, this pan's not gonna be big enough for all of these pieces of eggplant. Those are getting a little dark. Let's get those out.
I once made a cookie sandwich.
What was in between the cookies?
Just Miracle Whip on the bread. And yes, it was as gross as it sounds.
And you put cookies inside the sandwich?
Yeah. It was awful.
And you ate this more than one time?
I think it was just the one time.
Okay. Yes, frostbitten food is crock pot cooking. Oh no, I'm sorry about your headache. I hope you're feeling better, Sarah. Cow tongue and heart. Do you still love cow tongue and heart? We can do some lengua tacos. Your mom puts butter on her peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? I just don't understand why you need it on the sandwich. You know? It's already called peanut butter. Time out, Robbie.
Yes.
Miracle
No
Whip.
one knew that.
Did you know that, Joyce, that Robbie once made a sandwich out of bread with cookies in the middle and Miracle Whip? Okay, good night, Sarah. I hope you feel better. Get some rest. Butter sandwiches. I mean, I loved butter so much, I would be willing to bet anything I made a butter sandwich at least one time. I don't have a specific memory of it. Butter on peach. You're not surprised. So his culinary greatness started at a very young age with cookie and Miracle Whip sandwiches. Cool. Good job, Robbie. Is that just toast? No, if you haven't toasted the bread, it's bread. Although we always joked about my dad, he would always want his toast like in the toaster for about 20 seconds. And we're like, you don't really like toast. And he'd go, yes, I do. I just don't want it very toasted. We're like, this is not toasted at all. So I still eat plain chocolate chips. Although I usually try to throw some like walnuts or almonds or something in there when I don't want to. When I need a little something sweet at the end of the day, but I don't want a dessert. Come on, isn't that normal too? My best friend who was just here, we used to make chocolate chip cookies, but we would eat half the dough before we made the cookies. And then sneak out of the house to give them to her crush. It seems like just yesterday, and it was 40 years ago. It's crazy. What did I do?
Wait, that can't be. You're not old enough for that.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, my friend Elaine was here and somebody asked how long we'd known each other and I said 40 years and she goes, that's not right. Okay, guess I'm wrong. Let's see. Hot applesauce on toast. Was he trying to make like apple butter? But we didn't have apple butter, we just had apple. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of? Oh, it was in the way? Oh, sorry. Robbie's trying to rearrange my set here.
Just trying to produce, that's all.
Hot applesauce on toast. I would put warm apple butter on. That would be good. All right, we're gonna, look, I don't have enough room in here. I'm gonna need another pan.
More dishes.
I can't get rid of it. We gotta eat it. Just warmed up applesauce and put it on the toast. That I have not heard of before. I know, like we talk about stories and it's like they happened yesterday sometimes.
So what, you hadn't even seen her in like 6 years? 7 years?
6 years probably. She had not met you yet. Man, I love Eggplant parmesan. See, now it's not hot enough. I can't get this.
Oh, that's a face.
They do not. As a matter of fact, Elaine and I went, she was in the Peace Corps for a couple of years out in Costa Rica, and so we didn't actually talk at all during those 2 years. I was in the middle of getting married. She came back from Costa Rica, got married right away, but I already had kids, so I couldn't go to her wedding. And I think we went like 10 years without seeing each other, and there were like maybe 6 or 7 years in there where we were just trading like birthday cards and Christmas cards. And then social media came around, and that was really how we reconnected. So sometimes social media can be a good thing. Except then she ghosted me, and it was like 3 months before my 40th birthday. Completely ghosted me, would not answer anything, wouldn't answer text, phone, not even anything on Facebook. And it turns out that she was surprising me by coming into town, and she was afraid she would tell me. So she just decided to ghost me, not talk to me. But she did surprise me. She came into town and surprised me at the restaurant for my birthday, and then when I was talking to her, I'm like, "Where are you staying?" And she goes, "At your house." So that was fun. It's exactly, I mean, ask Robbie. Robbie's like, it's like you guys saw each other yesterday. Except I was looking at pictures of her new house, and oops, that one's getting a little dark there. We got our last few pieces in here. Those are the best kinds of friends, right? The ones where you know that they're thinking of you sometimes, and you know they're going to be there for you when you really need them to be there, so you don't feel like, you don't feel anxious when you don't hear from them. And that is who she is to me. And I think I am to her. So these are a little bit of all different doneness, but that's okay. They're going to have salsa and cheese on top of them. It's playing Happy Birthday again. Is it anybody's birthday? Can we sing Happy Birthday to anybody? So we're going to put a little of the sauce on the top of these. I don't like tons of sauce on mine. And I love the pomodoro sauce, so I'll use it later on something else. Here, I will use the finger that I did not just lick to get the cheese out here. It's just Robbie and me. And I've got, I do not have low moisture stuff on here. They are, I know, 90 years old. Isn't that crazy?
She's only 90?
I thought she was older than that. Is she not? Robbie doesn't trust you, Beat. But it could be. Maybe we're just like only 90 because Betty White almost made it to 100.
The Google is saying 96.
Oh, 96.
Not that I didn't trust you.
Except he didn't. I do like lots of cheese on my chicken or eggplant parm. Because cheese. 70 years on the throne this summer. I have to tell you, like in my news feed, there's always stuff about the royals in it, and I'm just kind of like, it's fine. I don't really follow it that much, do you?
I do not.
So she
sure
is a tough old bird. I mean, she's had to go through, think about all the stuff she's had to go through and the changes in the monarchy. I'm going to put a little bit more sauce in the bottom here. Put that in, and then towards the end, we're going to put a little basil on the top. That's the word I'm looking for.
I call it basil.
You call it basil? Okay, you do that. You and your cookie and mayonnaise sandwiches. We're going to make those on stream one day.
And my love of faulty towers. Basil.
Basil? All right. So Robbie's going to make us a cocktail now.
Wait, what?
You make us a cocktail, right? I'm just going to, do you want any pasta with yours?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask if I wanted any pie.
No, not making pie.
Yes, I would love some pasta with mine.
Okay, I will make some, yay, more drinks. Yep.
Well, now I have to do it because Baked is excited.
You weren't going to do it for me?
Well, no, I was already going to have to, but now I really have to. I'm just going to stop talking.
Sounds like a great idea. Until you're making the drink and then you have to talk about it. So I was looking for a different drink to do with Campari, since we are doing a Italian dish-ish. And there it is. Good job. Do they have an orange slice with it?
It's only for garnish. It means nothing.
And then
Except
you are
it means
going to
everything.
need, we'll use our Collins glasses for that because I think that's a good thing. I have grapefruit. I don't think I have orange. I have lemon. So you want lemon? I don't even have lime. I bought extra lemons, but what I really needed to buy was limes.
Whatever.
So
This just says Campari and sweet vermouth. What are you getting now?
and you need seltzer.
Oh, and
Here's
seltzer.
seltzer. Oh, we don't need this for it. I must have been looking at another recipe earlier.
I was confused.
That's not unusual.
I walked right into it.
It's a day.
I walked right into
It's
it.
a day. You found a drink with your name, a pink flamingo.
Awesome.
That is perfect for you. Are you going to make it sometime? Maybe we need to make it on here. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm cutting on my countertops. Hello, QC, how are you doing? What is going on? We're making...
I don't need the shaker.
Well, you can probably shake the Campari and the vermouth if you really want to, but you don't have to. If you want something to shake,
No, this
you
is
can
fine.
you can check the other pages.
I'm gonna shake it anyway because that's what I do.
You have to find some ingredients. You're out of grenadine. I actually made my own grenadine. I have a whole thing of homemade grenadine that I really need to use in a drink because it's not gonna stay forever. I need to get something out to make you some pasta. All right. Tell them what's in an Americano.
Where's the Campari?
It's in there somewhere. Do you need me to come over and find it?
No, I found it.
Okay.
Hang on.
I like it.
We might need a bar cam.
You'll post your recipe. Okay, awesome. I haven't figured out the drink for Sunday, but Sunday my daughter's gonna be cooking with us. She'll be in Seattle, we'll be here, but we're gonna make it work. I really want to get together with Darth and cook with Darth sometime. I think that would be fun. Thank you, Fallen Age. I do have a Discord. If you're not in there, come post your pictures. Robbie is way better at getting in there and commenting than I am, but I do go in there and take a look. So I love, 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 love. It's a good drink for a young chickie. I don't know, she's pretty old. She's gonna be 28 this year.
What?
Or an old bird like you. Or me. I mean, I have a daughter who's gonna be 30 in a couple of years. What?
Where's the seltzer?
It's in the other fridge.
It's over there.
Yes. You need a drink.
It's behind you guys. The seltzer's behind you guys.
Can one of you guys go grab the seltzer? No.
I mean, if anyone's up, if you want to grab it real quick.
It'd be very helpful. Okay. He is, see, I keep saying okay. This is a very, very bad habit. I'll come back in here. Let's see here. You're up. So, Darth, we should cook. Yeah, you can use that. We should cook together sometime. We've figured out how to do that. Do the dual stream. I don't know if you've done that with anybody yet.
She'll have your tech guy help you figure it out. Me?
I make Robbie everybody's tech guy. I don't know how to do this. I'll have Robbie give you a call.
She just ships me off to wherever. like Odie and Garfield, just go off to Abu Dhabi, go help people, then come back and help me. Yeah, it wasn't a really current reference.
Okay. All right, he's gonna make this drink. I'm gonna go make some whipping cream. But talk to people.
Talk to people.
While you're there.
So I shook this even though the recipe didn't say to. And then we will be topping it with the seltzer.
Would you like real pasta since I'm not gonna have any rather than chickpea pasta?
If that's an option, I would gladly take real
pasta?
Pasta.
I do still have real pasta in here. That's not open. Let's make you some spaghetti.
There we go with the seltzer. What do you think? Does that meet your requirements? Does that pass your standards?
I guess.
I mean, I'll drink both, but it's not acceptable.
So we're making an Americano because I wanted to do something with Campari today. But we're using a lemon slice because I decided this right before the stream, so I didn't have any oranges. But I did have Campari, sweet vermouth, and seltzer. Flamingo drink is in the food channel.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, we'll have Robbie throw that up on the screen here in a minute.
It's not bad.
I like it.
It's no margarita.
Well, no, this
bad.
is not a sweet. It's not a
nice
sweet
and
drink.
Light and refreshing.
Yes, and I think as I get into the summer, the super sweet drinks are okay, but when you get I prefer like at night, just having something that's light but not too terribly sweet. So, cheers. Cheers to you, Darth. Thank you for bringing your peoples in here, your family in here. I love it. I love it. Let's see. You went to a restaurant supply store. You bought a pasta basket for when you need to make your gluten-free pasta and then my husband's pasta. So do you make yours first before the gluten pasta? Because if they're in the same water, wouldn't the gluten that's coming off of the gluten-full pasta get into the water? Maybe not too much. You love sweet, I know you love sweet drinks, Rachel.
There you go.
Okay, so you make yours first. That makes sense. Okay, what's in it? Pineapple juice, I got it. I got grenadine. I got white rum. I got vodka. We could make that next. I even have strawberries and mint. All right, well, maybe we'll make that too. Hey, you're online, King of APOC. Look at you. Were you not online? Did you have problems?
I think on the Discord.
Oh, you're online on Discord.
It showed the screen and.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. I'm a little slow. A little slow.
I caught
and
it
it
up
showed
for
you
you.
were online. There you go. See, Robbie knew. He's the smart tech guy. Don't ever break your spaghetti around Italians.
I'm Italian.
No, you're not. You are not. I just did because I'm using a much smaller pot than I normally use. Okay.
Hi, Alpha Pest.
Alpha Pest, hello, and cheers to you too. Oh my gosh. You guys are hanging out with us on a Thursday. It's not Friday. I wish it was Friday.
Why are you streaming on a Friday, Dana? Jeez.
I don't know. All right, we'll put that. See, I keep saying all right. No, okay. Need to strike those. You break your spaghetti, and you, by marriage, are Italian. All right. I'm just saying.
I'm Italian just because I've eaten so much Italian food.
Then you also must be Mexican. Italian Mexican must be your
No, that's
nationality.
Tex-Mex, and I live in Texas. It's different.
Okay. If you say so.
It does make it easier to eat.
Yes, but I had people I knew that were Italian. They yell at you. They're like, "You do not break the spaghetti." Oh, Rocky is trying to get past gates, but he's quiet, so I'll take it. What's up with you, Alpha Pest and King of APOC? What's up with you? I'm excited to be cooking with Kelsey. So I told you guys, right? We're making cheeseburger tacos. So our burger of the month is actually a taco. Cheeseburger taco. And we're gonna be doing little individual cheesecakes. So you're just chillaxing, cool. That's what we do after the dishes are done. Robbie and I do this, we go. Tomorrow's Friday, you're hyped, so is Robbie.
I apprehended him. I'm very hyped for the weekend.
Ooh, chicken Alfredo. When I was growing up, that was my favorite pasta dish was Alfredo. And then I realized that it had all my calories for 4 months in it, and I decided that I probably shouldn't have it as much as I was eating it. We haven't done that. We haven't made chicken Alfredo. We'll have to do that sometime. You know what I really like? I like a chicken Alfredo pizza. Have a white sauce and put chicken and basil on it. They're meant to be ignored. No, this is why my wardrobe is completely turned over in the last 2 years. I can't ignore them anymore. It sucks. It is an awesome pizza. It is. I'm gonna tear up some, oops, there goes some basil on the floor.
Someone else where it's Friday already. Uh-oh, we got past security.
Oh no! There we go. 12:39. Portioned, not ignored. I like that. I'm all about enjoying good food. I'm not a person I mean, especially my friend who was in town, we go out, we eat really good food, which is why I'm trying to be a little bit better here at the end of the week. Because my stomach was like, what are you doing to me? And I said, I'm feeding you yummy things. Stop. So it's still going to be yummy. It'll just be better for me. And that means Robbie has to eat something that's better for him.
Yeah.
But you liked last night's dinner. You're going to like tonight's dinner. So while we're waiting for all that to cook, I have my basil. This is a basil custard cream. So we're going to throw that together. We're going to add whipped cream to it. So we'll fold that into here to make it thick. And Robbie loves it when I get his clean dishes. That pizza is awesome. Maybe we'll make that. We should have a pizza of the month too. A pizza, a burger, and a taco of the month. I don't know if you guys were here when we made the carrot tacos, but I have to tell you, they were really good. Hey, while I'm folding this into the custard, do you want to see how much longer your spaghetti needs to cook? Nobody called on you to cook today, so there's no complaining. I mean, if they did it now, there's nothing much left to do except this part right here. And you have a longer relation, any other person you know, same.
Can I just throw this on the fridge to see if it's done?
Oh, that's definitely not done. I can tell by the way it's bending. My mom was really a foodie. My grandmother was an excellent home cook. But what's funny is that when I watch Culinary Rewind, if you guys have ever watched her, I see a lot of the recipes that they used to do with all the, prepackaged things. And then I watched my mom go backwards and start cooking with things that weren't prepackaged. Except for Trader Joe's. She loved Trader Joe's. So there we go. That's going to be our cream for our blueberries. Oh, I like it. Has a little bite from the basil. It's not super strong, but it definitely has that basil-y flavor to it. So that's it. That'll be that. We want it to be al dente. Your pasta. Look at this, he's cleaning up my area for me because I'm a slob.
I think I put all of that stuff there.
Oh, is that all your stuff? Okay, so you're a slob.
Well,
I'm just joking. I have to be pretty lucky because Robbie is actually, I always consider myself to be a pretty neat and clean person, and he's actually more. Self-rising flour and plain yogurt. So here's the problem. Self-rising flour, is there a gluten-free version of it? What kind of whisk was that I was using? Where is it still in the thing? I want to say that I got it at, it's this one. I like it more than the other whisks because I always felt like stuff got stuck on the inside of it and wasn't getting mixed in as well. I think I got it at Sur La Table. I don't remember. But it is made of metal.
thank you, Beans.
You're very helpful. I'm sure Darth appreciates it.
You make him cook things and you give him tons of information.
perfect. What am I doing next, Robbie?
I have no idea. What are you doing?
Me either. I don't know what I'm doing either. Ooh, do we only have one of these? The other two are in the, oh, I know why. And you put them in the dishwasher, didn't you? Because I used them. Chats is gonna be in here for that. It's not specific to folding. It's the whisk I use for everything, and it takes up a lot less room than the big wire whisks do. So it's my personal favorite. Some people hate them, but I like them. So that's what I'm going to use. Now, I was going to taste the pasta. That's what I was going to do. Now you walk around your kitchen, you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I love it. If I find it somewhere, I'll let you know. I need something to put our berries and cream in as well. I'm going to do that. You don't do that. You're not sarcastic? Is that what we're saying?
Or telling them what to cook.
Oh, telling them what to cook. Hello, Brittany. How are you doing? Welcome in. We're kind of getting to the tail end here of our cooking, so I'm glad that you made it in time for dinner. I'm going to probably do a little bit, I'm trying to decide, do we want how to make this look pretty? And it's got basil, and you know what else would be really good in this is some lemon curd. Basil, lemon, and blueberries. That sounds good, doesn't it? Do you want dessert first? Oh, I didn't make one for Chad. I got to do that too. Now, over for Easter, I actually made a lemon cake and did blueberries and lemon curd, but I didn't do basil. And that would have been awesome. And the lemon cake was delicious. And I did trifles. So everybody got trifles. So this is gonna be trifle-ish. A pretty simple dessert. I love blueberries. I love making them in my smoothies. Basil, lemon, and blueberry sounds like a cologne. You have a very strange sense of what cologne is.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. So I got your back.
You like blueberries frozen? Me too. And I've got right now, Robbie keeps asking me if he can eat the frozen strawberries.
You gotta show him now.
So I've got frozen strawberries, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw these in the blender with some honey and then put it back into the, I have to clean that one off, and put them back in the freezer and make a sorbet with just strawberries and honey.
They've been taunting me for days in there.
Days?
Days. Feels like years, just taunting. Eat us. Eat us, Robbie.
Can you take care of your pasta?
Frozen over here.
He needs something to do. Can you come and take care?
Well, that solves that. I'm never doing voices again. She puts me to work. Try to have a little fun. This is really hot. What am I doing with this?
Draining them. So I'm just going to throw a little bit of lemon curd in here that you can stir up into there. I don't want to put a lot. Lemon curd is really strong, and I love it. Like, I could eat this by the spoonful, much like my margarine and sugar. It's so funny. When I got older, my mom always had margarine for some strange reason. And when I got out of the house, I started buying margarine, and then I realized I don't really like margarine. I'm buying butter. You lost your spoon. Oh no. Are you? Okay. I mean, whoops. And then, this is just gonna be a basil party. We're gonna throw little sprigs of basil on the top here. This would be pretty if you chiffonaded the basil, which I did not. Oops, here we go. I will let you take pictures of those while I get the stuff out of the oven after throwing some basil on and letting them sit in there for a minute more. Okay, we're getting there. Gosh, I love the regular mozzarella, not the low moisture mozzarella. It's so much creamier. Got some cool jazz going on here.
I went back to pretzel.
Oh, is this pretzel rocks now? All right, give that just a minute. Let that basil wilt a little bit in there. Drink my drink. You lost your spoon, so I don't know how you're gonna eat this with us. Only one spoon to a customer. I guess I could give you the pig spork.
It's fun. It's whimsy.
Has everybody seen my pig spork? I can't even get it out. It's stuck. He says no. And do I actually have a pig spork? I don't know if you can see it. It's his little eyes and nose and then his little tail up here. They came with some sauce I ordered online and it says, hey, bonus, you get a spork that looks like a pig. And I was like, okay. So funny. He's not listening to you, take her off her stimulant meds. So it depends. Psychiatric nurse practitioners, that's what my kiddo went to the entire time, and she was fabulous. So, but you do want to find somebody who's listening to you for sure. Spork. Yes, look. It's a spoon, and it's a fork.
And it's a pig.
And it's a pig.
So it's
It's a spork. It's a pork spork.
pork spork. There we go.
Did you take pictures?
I did.
Okay.
You may devour.
I can taste it now. Cool. Come taste.
I mean, if you're gonna make me,
I'm gonna make you.
do I get a spoon?
You don't want to use the spork?
I can use this. I didn't know if you wanted this. Or sorry, the pork spork.
The pork spork.
Say that 3 times fast.
So Kelsey, the stream with Kelsey will be next Sunday. It'll be on Sunday.
As in 3 days from now.
Yes. Yeah, you're early. It says, no, I'm early. You are right. You are early. I know it's a pork spork. I don't know why they sent it to me. The sauce had nothing to do with pork, and it was a sauce. So it's not like you need a spork to eat it. What do you think?
Oh, sorry, I was too busy eating.
Okay.
Yes, it's very good.
Let's get our Parmigiana out of the oven.
Well, you know what would make this better?
What?
Some frozen strawberries.
You may put a frozen strawberry on there if you would like. All right, here we go. Robbie wanted pasta with his, so we're gonna give him some pasta. And there we go.
That's toasty.
What, the thing that just came out of the oven?
Yeah, that's somehow that's nice and hot.
You probably don't. You don't want all of it, or do you want all of it?
I'll take it all.
Will you? All right, we'll put that all on the plate.
A lot. That is a lot.
It's not even all of it. But you asked for it. You got it. You may or may not have. Oh, show the spork again. All right, hang on. Wait. This way. Can you see his little face on there? His little tail.
Oh, he does have a tail.
He's got a little squiggly tail.
Looks like somebody's used the pork spork, though. He's a little dirty.
I may have eaten with him. I'll give Robbie a couple of those. I'm going to give him a little more sauce, too, for his spaghetti. I need to give some, oh, yes, I forgot my youngest was here. He's so quiet.
Yeah, I went to go take a nap.
Oh, well, that's probably why I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Good day for it. Rocky's been quiet for
Oh, you're going to have to share some of your spaghetti now.
That's fine.
But now I've made the plate really pretty.
Well, I'll take a picture, and then we'll move some of the spaghetti.
Okay.
Easy fix.
Nicely. They came out nicely. I'm not judging your grammar. Can you buy? That's the problem, right, Secret Squid? Even when I'm watching other people cook, like in the morning, I'm like, well, I wasn't hungry, but now I am. Now I'm hungry. All right, I'm gonna make my plate, and then I'll let you guys.
Ooh, there's another one in here.
I know, there's a whole nother platter in there. And I've got extra sauce, so if you want extra sauce for your spaghetti, there is this in here. So there's that. I want my plate to look pretty, so we'll do a little on the sides there. Did you?
Not quite as bad as what happened on Monday
hate
when
it.
I completely strained my back.
Ugh. Here, let's see here. We got a little bit of wilted basil on there. And now I need to figure this out. Okay. I've got that one. I got to make all these plates for all these people. Okay, this is going to come out of here for a minute. We're going to half the spaghetti.
Sorry, I know I kind of gave it last minute.
No, I should have remembered. Robbie has to say goodbye to half his spaghetti.
And it's real spaghetti, too. It's not gluten-free.
It's not my gluten-free stuff. That's why I'm not having any.
It's none of that fake stuff.
It's not fake stuff. It's better than nothing.
Look, the only question is when an Italian get mad at you for using it.
I have
And
no
then
idea.
you laugh at them and say, you get mad at the weirdest things, you silly Italians.
And one of these plates is very messy.
Deborah
You know you
does
can't
not
have that on a
approve.
cooking stream, right?
That's not Deborah approved right there.
You found Easter Pirates booty half off and Easter. They have pirate booty for Easter? Is it shaped differently? Or is it just their way of marketing to make you buy more? Which arguably shapes are.
No, it's just that there's nothing that pirates love more than celebrating the rebirth of Christ or whatever Easter's about.
Death of Christ and
Yeah, I
rebirth.
thought
Death,
that-
no, rebirth, you're
I
right.
was about to say, I thought Easter was
Resurrection.
coming out of the-
Resurrection.
I guess rebirth is a little off.
So my name in this child's phone is Birth Giver, which I laughed the first time I saw it come up. Okay, are you guys gonna come taste this?
By the way, my new car actually pronounces it Birth Giver and not Birth Giver.
Oh, awesome. Always good. Always good. It's different colors. That would be weird. Okay, here you go.
Thanks.
You want to come get your plate?
It looks tasty.
Or you can come over here. Look, here's some of that cream on the counter.
Creme de la counter.
And I got to finish this. Did I bake the eggplant? Yeah, so I did two ways. So first, after I cut it, I salted it, then we fried it, and then we put it in the sauce, and then we put it in the oven to bake. Because if you do it that way, you get the crispiness on the outside of the eggplant, but when you bake it in the oven, then you get this creaminess that's so good on the inside of the eggplant. And I also cut off the outside. Not cut it off. What do you call it? Peel it. Peel it. Words. Words at the end of the day.
You made Darth hungry again.
You're welcome. You're always welcome over for dinner, Darth. You and Sarah, anytime. Anytime. Words are hard. Oh my gosh, both of you. But can you see, guys, how like that inside of the eggplant, it doesn't have that eggplant consistency that we think of in a lot of foods. It's like creamy.
I can't really tell exactly what it is, which is probably a good thing, because if it was eggplant consistency, it'd be a little bit off-put. It's really good.
Well, I highly recommend it, Infernal Dante.
Yes, yes. That happens when you inhale your food on stream. So yeah, so this is really good. And this is just now one of the things that I cook every once in a while when I'm like, I know I need to feed him, but I want to do something that is more veggie forward. So we have tomatoes and onions and eggplant. And we're not, because I'm a meat eater. I'm from the Midwest and I live in Texas. So I love red meat. Darth gave her the Robbie look.
Because he knows.
He knows. So anyway, so there's that. And then we had our dessert. Good, I'm so glad. Well, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but thank you. Hey, by the way, guys, we're getting close to 1,000 followers. If we can get to, that'd be so much fun to celebrate that along with 1 year, wouldn't it? That would be so much fun. So it's super simple too, Pops. That's what I like about it, is that like you use really good ingredients and then you taste the ingredients. So it's simple, but all of those things kind of go together, you know? And I kind of want to get to doing more of that in my cooking. I love complex meals and the way things come together, but I also just love the great, like one of my favorite things is a caprese salad with heirloom tomatoes and some burrata and just a little olive oil and basil, and just making sure each one of those things is really good quality. I want more of that, you know. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of go dessert, dinner here. Should we try the pink flamingo one real quick? Are you too busy stuffing your face?
I can stuff the stuff if you want to.
All right, we're gonna try that. You want me to try baked teal, or you want me to try the pink flamingo real quick? When you make pomegranate sauce from scratch, grenadine from scratch, it's darker because you're using real stuff. Have I ever watched Maddie Matheson? I have not. What is Maddie Matheson? Is that something I should know? Probably. So yeah, so this is my homemade grenadine. What else do I need? I need either rum or vodka. I've got vodka out, so we're gonna use vodka.
Pineapple juice.
All right. I do happen to have pineapple juice.
You already have the grenadine syrup out.
I do.
So then we just need lime juice and ice, and then garnish.
Hey, you get to shake this one. Or I get to shake it. Lime juice. I'm very lucky in my grocery store. I love my grocery store because they do fresh juices. And so I can get like fresh lime juice. Whew. Where's the other measurer? There it is.
Yeah, I don't know why I grabbed that one today.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. Let me rinse this out real quick. All All right, let's make it real quick. Weird Canadian chef guy. This is where, if Robbie wasn't eating, he could read this off to me.
I will.
He's hysterical. Okay, I'll have to check him out. Is he on? He's on Twitch then? I'm guessing. Okay, so what kind of glass are we supposed to serve this in, Beaked? Do you know? I'm just gonna make one for now since Robbie and I still have our other cocktails, and we'll try the same one on Vice and YouTube. Okay, cool. I will check him out. Would you like to give me
3 ounces vodka.
I'm not gonna say it was funny, but you know when people have spaghetti in their mouth and it's how very Alton Brown of you. Did you guys see, I love Alton Brown, his new cookbook came out.
Darth suggested a cold glass.
A cold glass. Okay. I don't have any of those, so.
Oh, sorry. So you got the vodka, 3 ounces pineapple juice.
Okay. I don't always have pineapple juice, but occasionally I do. But when I do, is that what you're waiting for?
Yeah, it was fun to see them back on QQ two nights ago.
You what? Oh, yes. So we are actually going to go, we signed up to do the book signing here in Dallas, so that'll be fun. So I won't have my book until May something, because I canceled my other one. All right.
Half ounce of lime juice.
This better be pink. Is it supposed to be on ice?
Well, it was supposed to be in a cold glass, so maybe that helped. You don't have it. I was just
See, if you meet my kids, you'll understand that I'm actually a very sarcastic person. How much grenadine?
1 ounce of the syrup.
I'm glad you didn't blame us for the sarcasm because we had to get it from somewhere. And we didn't learn that in school.
Now mine might not be pink because my grenadine is so dark. So mine might not be the pink flamingo color. Okay, I think this needs like a coupe. That's what I'm going with. It's not a cold glass, Darth, but it is a glass.
So we're actually making a second drink that's...
This is a different one. See, mine came out, look at that color though. This one's called a pink flamingo, but mine came out more of this really pretty plum color because I made my own grenadine, which is much darker than grenadine. And Gilroy Roundabout, if you want to see this one is actually in the Discord under food. That's quite nice.
Your flamingo just ate more shrimp.
Yes, different ones ate pink and blue shrimp, apparently.
Would you like a picture of that drink?
Before I drink it all? Sure. But I want you guys to try it too.
The what? The grenadine?
This, well, not the grenadine, the pink flamingo. So, well, thank you for the follow, whoever that was, because I can't see my follows.
She's yelling at her producer again. There you go.
Passively aggressive.
There you go.
Great, Kent. Thank you so much for the follow. We're getting closer. All right. Get that picture. I'm going to get out of the way.
I'm not.
Okay, you want to try it?
Yeah, I'm not much of an alcohol person.
This is my my youngest here.
I don't know which camera to look at.
And this one right here.
Too many cameras.
But I want one more.
She wants she wants
There's
at
no
least
indicator,
one
right?
more.
So-
At least.
Isn't that good?
I don't normally like alcohol that much. That's really good.
It's not super alcohol-y. That's
no,
why.
and that's where I like my alcohols, is I can't taste the alcohol.
So thank
All right,
you for the recipe beat.
Yes, thank you. I mean, especially if I've got something that if Kimona wants a drink, now I got something I can make.
Aside from just dumping Midori and a bunch of soda into a glass
Yeah.
and just letting it roll.
Yeah.
Because that's normally what I do.
And you know what else I really like about it? I love it when drinks have that kind of crema stuff on the top. Like I love drinks that you shake an egg white into, like pisco sours and things like that, because I love that creaminess on the top of it. So you tried it with coconut rum, that would be good too. You could do it with the coconut rum. Oh yeah, that would be good. I agree. This is a great beach drink, right? This is the one you sit on the beach and you drink.
I don't know. Let me try another sip to figure it
Oh,
out.
okay. How did you do that? Sitting on the
think we do
beach?
that. Yeah, no,
Sitting
you're
on the
right.
beach? Okay.
I just needed another
Alright.
sip to figure it out, you know.
Excellent. You know, there's more parm if you want some more eggplant parm, because I've got a whole nother tray in there, and I'm gonna eat. But I am so glad you guys were here. I wasn't crazy and chaotic today in the kitchen. Did you like that? Was that a whole different feeling from Dana going, ah, around the
I
kitchen?
said that you were relaxing to watch cook today.
Yes, I aim for that. But I always think it's funny when people say that. I mean, I don't have all the things going on, right? All the little flashing and stuff, but yeah. Hello, Drinkwazer! Oh, it was so good to see you too, Vicariously, and all the rest of you. It was so good to see you guys. Thank you so much. Cheers. Here, this one's yours. I have a drink. That one's for you.
I'm not going to finish it.
Oh.
I still need to drive.
Okay. Good point. Good point.
And also, I've taken Adderall today, so
So yeah,
Probably
that's
should
the
combine that with 2
Adderall
glasses.
and alcohol. Fine, I'll cheers with 2 glasses then. Guys, have a great weekend, and thank you so much for being here. Darth is in here, and Darth is always going on and on about how awesome it is that you guys choose to spend time with us. I 100% agree with that idea and thought, and send you guys love. We are going to go to the hunger service. That's who we're gonna go raid. So hang on, let's give a big welcome, or I guess say hello, because we're going to him. So, yeah, go out in the world, be kind, be wild, be weird, and just have a good time, all right? Thank you guys so much. Sunday, cheeseburger tacos with Kelsey and cheesecake. I'll make one for Darth that's got the apple butter in it. Good night, guys.
So there's no button for me to push?
Are we still, what are we doing?
So we're still here. It's still
We're
ticking
still here.
down.
I'm just going to stand here then and, hi, we're waiting.
I would push the raid now button if it was on my phone.
So what do we do? We're rating somebody different, and so now it's not working.
Well, it's still ticking down.
Mm.
It's just, we have to be very, very patient.
Okay. What's the countdown now?
It's like halfway.
But how long is that?
I think it's a minute.
Oh, well then let's talk for a second here. Hi.
So we got like
Cuts
20
off.
seconds.
And then we'll go. This is the longest goodbye. No, it's not. Darth's goodbyes are always much longer. But Darth has the longest
but we
goodbyes.
love you, Darth.
Yeah, but we love you.
love you.
All right. So maybe hopefully we're with blah blah. Raid for 2,250. What does that mean?
You get points in your own channel for rating.
Oh,
Means nothing.
perfect. Yeah, come along for the points. And we'll have an option to cook with, yeah, okay, bye.
Did it go?
I
Did
don't
it go?
know.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Now we can turn off the stream.
Oh my gosh.